Hey, and hey, what's going on, you guys?
Hey.
Not you still saying hey after
I know.
you told me what you wanted us.
at least, at least I'm not muted this time. Okay, so
Yes.
like,
Hey,
come on,
I'm
Jesus.
I'm so
Hey,
proud. I'm so proud.
welcome, you guys. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for coming. This is Melanin and Manga's Jennifer's, readathon. And yeah, welcome. I'm texting
So,
Mars right now. Hold
how are
on.
you? How are you,
Yeah.
Anika, Keisha, Sheena?
Hey.
We Gucci. I mean, we Fenty.
Right.
Right.
No Gucci.
No Gucci.
So yeah, we're all good. Yeah. I mean, life is life, but we here and we're here to celebrate somebody in the community that is very special to a lot of people, especially to me. And she is one of the reasons why I felt like I could do anything like this. So yeah, it's her birthday today, and we thought we would talk about a book that I actually found through their um, their show that they did on Sundays, and that was Casually Comics, and she did it with her best friend Mars, and that was the book called Dick Fight Island. So
I'm sorry. The
yeah,
title makes me chuckle every time.
it does. Like when I first heard, it, I was like, did I just hear that right? I gotta go find literally right in the middle of the show. I'm like, let me Google this because this can't be real. Okay, it is. Okay, yes, I will be putting that in my cart. So
Also, you
but
too.
yes.
The show is not for the kids, so please
Oh
don't
yes,
cancel it. We'd appreciate it.
yes. Children, please go away. Okay, this is not for you. This is educational. Okay, for adults, this is educational. Okay,
Right.
so please don't cancel us.
So we'll go through the chat really quick to see who all's here and
Hmm.
say hi, and then I guess we'll get
Yeah,
started. So first up, we have Something Wrong.
Hey.
yeah.
Hello, always. And then we
You
have
better be.
John's Comments with Kids. Thank you for
Happy
being here always.
birthday! His daughter's birthday today. Happy birthday, baby.
Aw, happy birthday. It's a special day for everybody. And then we have Christina. Thank you for
Hi. Thank
also
you.
putting the
Thank you
link.
for dropping links and stuff. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And then we have Melanin and Manga. We have DJ Wise. Thank you for showing up every time. We appreciate you. And hopefully
For
work
real.
is not awful. I hope it goes by fast for you.
Ooh.
And John's excited about DFI. And then my Shishi posted the GoFundMe link. So
Nice.
if you all would like to head that way after the show, of course, or you can do it now. Just come back after
Yeah,
we
just
do
come back.
it. And then we have Sheena's Mars. Thank you for
Ah,
showing up.
Hey.
I love.
What was the first meal you cooked back in your kitchen once again? Was that to Mars?
I think so. We're ready to see it.
Oh yeah, I think it
Fucking.
was.
Hi.
Hey, hello,
Hey.
hello.
Hey.
That was to her. She
Curry.
said
Okay.
curry. And John's
Nice.
like, "Red." I love
Yeah,
how he
red or
knows
yellow.
all the
Details,
details.
girl. Details.
Well, we're glad that you are all caught up and can talk about it with us. Oh, it was
Hell
red curry.
yeah. Mm.
And
Or no doubt.
then we have Trev, the shipping guru. Thank
Hey.
Hey.
you.
Hey. Fabulous. Hell yeah. It's
Hey,
okay, BB. I got you, okay? Look.
wait till you hear about how behind I am
Wait.
on it.
Oh my god. We have the craziest story. Oh my goodness.
Patch
Oh, she cute.
and my
Yep, right?
Keisha.
Damn. Hey girl.
AK.
It was an eggplant slinging. Okay,
I
so
hate her.
we're all caught up. Thank you for everyone who
Yes.
joined. Thank you for everyone who will tune in. And if you don't do either, then, well, you know how I feel about that. I'll be nice today, though.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, yeah. So I hadn't read this book, and my Sheena, gifted it to me on, was it like Amazon days, Prime days, or
Yeah,
whatever?
it was like Prime Day. Yeah.
And then, like, so it told her it would be in, like, a couple of days after that, and then, like, it didn't show up.
Yeah, it
So
got
I
lost.
got it,
It got lost.
yeah, I got it, like, at the beginning of this month. I think it was. Was that when I
Right.
think it was the beginning of this month. So I finally got it in. Well, I still hadn't read it, and I'd planned on reading it this week because I knew that we had planned on doing the show today. But then life was kind of crazy, like always, and it had been just a really wild, crazy week. And so I clearly do all my best work under pressure. Not really, but I think I do some people better about procrastinating. So today had been a really crazy day. But usually with manga, I can get through it pretty fast if it's just a volume. So I was going to start it like an hour before the show went on, right? You know, because why not?
Yeah.
So I open it up and I get to the first page and it's in German. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, maybe, like, you know, maybe the
Just
guy
draw the fucking clown circle around my face.
that is talking just speaks German. And so I was like, well, I'm sure, you know, like, there'll be, like, translation or something later on or whatever. Or, like, the rest of the characters, you know, probably don't speak German. So I'm scrolling through a couple of pages and I was like, oh, they're still speaking German. And so I'm like, is it this island that they're on? Like, what's going on? And I'm still thinking, you know, that it's gonna fix itself. Well, it never does. So the entire book was in German. So I was like trying to read the book by like the pictures to try and grasp what was going on. So I texted Sheena and I was like, Sheena, so I had to admit, you know, first of all, I had to take that walk of shame and tell her that I was going to start the book. And then before the stream starts, I had to tell her myself. And then I
She's
was like,
two things. I was like, yeah. You're all like, don't worry. I usually do. I usually get there. I was like, yeah. And you're all like, but I was like,
yeah.
what?
Yeah. So then we were like trying to figure out like how I could get the book. And it won't let me purchase it through the Kindle app. And when you try and find it on Amazon, they only have the German edition. So
I was like, this is the worst.
Yeah, Sheena sent me this
Girl, be a
website,
pirate. They have it
and
on
we're
pirate.
not going to say if it was a pirated website or not to read
Yes.
the book. But I ended up Googling it, and then it came up on Amazon through Google, but you couldn't get to that when you went. I don't know. It was stupid. Anyway, I finally found it on Kindle. Long story short, after going through Amazon, it was stupid. And I got the book. So
she has the book. Here we go. It was like I did not just send her the fucking German version. I said, Sheena, we should just walk out in traffic right now. Like I'm stressing over this video and just telling me this shit. I'm like, let's just go into traffic. No, let's try to fix it first, I guess. Like I was like, Sheena, why don't you fucking read? You just look at pictures and just be pressing buttons.
I really don't want to admit to Sheena that I'm about to read this book an hour before the stream starts.
I was like, yeah, I was like, and you just go read it. She was like, I'm gonna read the sample. I said, yeah, okay, call me back.
I mean,
yeah. So I was reading the sample that Kindle gives you while Sheena was trying to figure out how I could read the rest.
I was like, I will call you back, and then
I swear Inja read this book over a year ago. I could have sworn that she's read this book.
No, I hadn't read it.
But you've talked about it. I've heard you talk about it with Sheena.
Yeah, so
just
we talked about when I saw it in the bookstore for the first time when it came out and it being plastic wrapped, and that was I think when Sheena had got it. And so I know she talked about it, but I haven't read it.
Jeez. For so long, Sheena was trying to get me to read it, and then I went to Vegas, we saw buy it, which she has a picture of, and I still didn't buy it. And then one day at work, I had to like go between a client and the office, but between there was the bookstore. So I stopped at the bookstore to have a little fun. And then I picked it up and I went to work and I showed everybody. I'm like, look at my new book.
Nice.
Look at the pictures.
I love it.
I could share the wealth.
I think Gina, you were the one who told me about Dick Fight Island, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because
I feel like I was
on Kindle and then immediately reading both volumes. The greatest piece of literature ever.
that part. Period. Hands down. It was the first BL that I read, and I was so tickled all the way through. I was like, "What the fuck is this? And why is this wonderful? Like, why doesn't everybody read this?
Yeah,
We should be going door to door. Have you guys read Dick Fight Island?
It penetrates you right in the heart.
Oh, so many places.
Penetrates you right in the heart.
So many places.
Deep penetration in the heart. All right.
So yeah. So without further ado, let's talk about it. So show them the cover again. I think so. This is the cover. This should be the original cover with Jennifer on there too. Okay, so
Yo,
and the German one is the same.
In my comic shop,
I'm so mad at that.
But they also covered the D with like an L. So like,
yeah.
Like Fight Island.
I am dead. Okay, so if you guys haven't read it, we're just gonna go over it with you, so you guys could know. So you, if this is not for you, BL, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, this is a BL home, so house, so you know.
Honestly,
right.
I feel like everybody can.
Yeah, everybody can appreciate this story. It's hilarious.
Can I just say the one thing that really pisses me off is that I mean it doesn't piss me off, but it does. Like all of these men are so beautiful that it really makes me like question myself. Like, first of all, what?
Look at him. Even that. Look at the flexy, sexy one in the back.
I know they are so freaking pretty. Like,
right. So the premise of the book. So it's trying to say right here. The premise of the book is that these people from all different types. This school, all these.
That's hilarious.
I hate him. So the premise of the book is that all these different clans come together every 4 years and they fight each other and to see who's going to be King Dingling. Okay, so
does it say that in the book, King Dingling?
King Dingling?
No. Okay.
No. I just made that up right now. No, I'm just like the cock of the walk, baby. Okay, that's what.
So the tournament takes place, what? It's every 4 years?
Every 4 years, right?
Yeah. Yes.
To see who's going to be the new king, of all the islands or whatever. So, and
they pick hopeful or whatever. Like each clan picks a hopeful.
Yes, they pick one. Yeah, chosen one. Oh, so Lord. Here we go.
Clan in the fight. And they're judged on 4 different things, right?
Yeah, like literacy, like just to know all the region, like like diplomacy, like everything like that, not just for their crown jewels.
Yes,
so.
It is.
Yeah, exactly.
They're very innocent initially.
Yes. So this is the opening. So you get to meet one of the main characters, and he's coming back. So I think he lived in Japan, like on the main island. So and he's coming back home to fight in the tournament. So this is him. getting dropped off, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go and be all I can be."
And he's still in his clothes
Girl,
from
wait till you see.
because this is not what they
This
normally
is what
wear.
took me out when this part had me dead.
Yeah.
Right.
He's in
So
women's
yeah, he
clothing.
gets to see people from. What do you say, Nika?
He's in women's clothing.
In women's clothes, yeah, that's what they call it. Because apparently you're not a man if you don't have your muscular cheeks on display for everyone
That
to see.
part.
Yes. How many people are
Like,
feeling there after
you know, you belong. Knock it off. I love it. I loved it when they were all like, "What? You don't wear your cheeks out? What the hell? Like, what kind of place are you living in?" Like, he was like, "I know, right? Like, what kind of?" He goes, "But I have to, like living there, whatever. But it feels good to be back home." And oh my goodness, I laughed so hard when I first saw this. And then so now you get to meet other people. So this one is from the Fang clan, right? Is that what it
Yes.
says?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yes.
Fang
So
clan.
he's one of the youngest ones too that is going to be in the fight. So that's important. And we have
He seems kind of too young though. I feel bad.
yes, he's like
Yeah.
yeah, like he's like way young, like so and that's brought up later, I think so. And then you had the one from what the the healer, and then this
Yeah.
is the dragon. So I wrote it, I laid it like manga, so you have to read it the way manga is. So you have the healer clan, you have the dragon clan, and they have some history together.
Yeah, some animosities.
Hmm.
Sun
But that gets
clan.
ironed right on out.
And then these fucking two. So you have the one from where's he from? The Earth Clan, and then you have the one from the Moon Clan. Look how pretty this motherfucker is.
Listen, Earth Clan. That's my boy there. Rolo.
Yeah.
Earth Clan,
And
right?
they were referring to him as chief, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And then so the guy that we're following
And then
is from the Wolf Clan.
yeah, the Jewel Clan. All right, so he's like, I'm taking it. Okay, I'm doing this. I'm here. I've been practicing, and let's go, baby. So so these are the two kings because they fought last time, about 4 years ago, and they didn't want to fight each other. So they decided to rule together.
Blood.
That would never happen in real life.
That
But I
part.
love that it was something that they were able to do here.
So they're coming back. They're beautiful. Good God. So so they had to dress up and get ready to meet their kings and everybody. So this is them all dressed.
They had an armor
I
on.
wish I could.
This is
Yeah,
the
so
part
I wish.
that took me out.
Yes. We have
Because
the bull horns on the right.
this is
Then we
absurd.
have the tentacle.
Do you know what these look like though? Okay, I'm about to no, this isn't outing myself. Okay, you know those I don't know how to say this without this getting shut down.
Just say it.
No,
Just say it, babe.
the toys, the dragon toys, the little
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Hi.
But
The
yeah,
dragon
like that's
toys.
exactly what this looks like. So I was like,
Hi.
this is what took me out. I was like, somebody
That's probably where they got their fits from. Or maybe the toys came from their fit.
But the little boy there, he just has like a whip.
Girl, yes.
Right.
That's like the opposite of armor. He's playing into the dominatrix thing.
But I like it when they were putting the Earth Clan one on, and they were like, "Sir, has it like grown since then?" Because they couldn't even get it on. Like the
last time we measured, I was like,
it was. But I couldn't. Oh my goodness! When I first read this book, I was laughing so hard. Oh my god! Even when I had to reread it. Okay, so
our
even when
guy,
I had to reread it, I was like, "Ah, memories."
our guy Harto was that his name? The one from the Jewel Clan
Yeah.
that they sent overseas or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Him, and then our young one with the whip. they were going to be disqualified.
Yes, automatically, because one, he's really young,
Yeah.
and they were like, you don't even have like the knowledge or anything to like lead right now, and it's okay. And then but then Haru, they were like, he was like, well, why the hell am I being disqualified? I trained everything, like I had everything. They were like, well, we couldn't understand your verbal one. It was like in a language that we didn't even know. I was laughing so hard. I was like,
where he went to go study.
yeah, he would.
He wrote all the answers in their language, so no one on the islands could understand his answers. And he was like, "I just wanted you to see how much I've learned, how knowledgeable."
He's like, I can run this shit. He was like, I can read it to you. Yeah. So I thought that was hilarious. Like they were like, we couldn't even read what the hell you said. So
the one thing that saved him was that he said that he had learned this special technique from
crying. Yes.
Using, and so they were like, well, that is of interest to us or whatever. So
right.
They are going to have those two fight it out to determine who gets to participate in a tournament.
Right. Right. So they are the first ones to fight each other. And I like how they do touch on like their clans and everything. There is some world building and character. So
There's
like
beautiful
the Fangs
world building.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you get to see like their islands and stuff and how they coexist and stuff. So the women actually run the Fang clan, but they treasure their men, but it's usually the women that are, and most of them are just with other women, and then they have their kids and everything, but then they, the men grow up and they are treasured. And then I can't remember, I know the Moon Clan, they live like up in the mountains, the snow-capped mountains, and they take care of things up there, and they do trade in between each other and stuff like that. So I mean, besides, it's a lot deeper than just what we came for. So we're all like, everyone's like, yeah, that's cool. Show the dicks, okay? Run the dicks. All right. But
I love how on this one's standing at attention and one is
so they're getting ready to fight. They're getting ready to fight each other. I'm love that he just keeps wearing these fucking So yeah, they're in the middle of the fight.
Huh?
Like how it's like jiggle, 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 or pong pong.
Yes, smack, smack,
smack, smack.
I love this one. I was like, Sheena, please tell me that you have that drum dance scene. And he's like, I'll admit,
right?
It's a kind of pleasure I've never tasted before, but minor stimulation like this isn't.
I know some of the words. I was dead, dude. I was like, and then so now he gets him down, and he gets him down, and now he's gonna use his special technique. What do you guys think the special technique is?
Yo, but
audience, does anybody?
What do you think?
His gloves, like that's how I knew what the special technique
was.
Like,
yeah,
that's he was ready. He came prepared. He said, "I'm not getting this." We're gonna do this in and out real quick.
Oh my god! So jiggle, jiggle. What? It was my roommate who taught me. Women had our greatest weak spot.
Oh my god! But so that's the funny thing about it is that like they trade and all this stuff, but they don't know anything about anything like that. Like, and that is the funniest part. Like, look at everybody's face. They're like, what? The what?
But I love that, like the whole innocence. Like they
were
chapless.
Yes.
Just asses out the whole time. And no, why would I ever touch your butt? Like
right. No, so that's the end of chapter 1. So you get to see the beautiful boys in color. Look at him. He got those gloves. Look, he got the fingers out, girl.
Can we go through really quick, Sheena? Who is your favorite?
My favorite would be the the two the I think they're the ones that are about to fight first. So I think it's this one here in the front, right here on the one that's kind of turned on the side. I think that's him.
Mhm.
Him and the dude that he fights. Those are my favorite ones. So
Anika, who's your favorite?
Roro, the dark hair.
Roro,
I mean, the long hair
Yeah.
don't
Big
care.
Dick Daddy.
Yeah, that one.
Keisha, who's your favorite?
Okay, my favorites are side characters. So, the two that, and forgive me if I'm spoiling it for people, but the two that end up together, the two friends.
Yes, those are my favorites.
No, it's the one's brother.
The
one
brothers.
that's,
Okay,
like,
the
half black
brothers
and
that be
half
egging them
white.
on,
Yeah.
right? Okay, yeah.
One of them has like a full black thing on his face, and you can only see his eye.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
That's
girl,
my
I was like, hey.
guy. That's my guy. He is a hot.
Right, that part. I was like, oh,
Which armor
there's
do
two of
you
you?
all like the best?
Hold on, let me look.
Yeah, I'll go back to the page where it's got all of them. If I can find it.
I like the one that looks like a skirt, like
The one in the middle?
middle. Yep.
Okay. Which one do you like? I do like that one. Which one do you like better, Sheena?
The pretty one, the flexy sexy one at the end. The pretty one. I love
Okay. And
the whole straps and everything, the way it like contorts his body. Yeah.
which armor do you like the best, Anika?
Either the second from the left or the third from the right.
Okay.
So either the axe or the. How would I even describe that one? The eye, the all-seeing eye in the middle.
Oh my goodness.
That.
Okay, I'll go back to where we were. Sorry, I was curious as
But
to.
you didn't
No,
say
you're
which
fine.
one you like.
Right.
Oh, okay. So my favorite. Well, I haven't gotten
say
to go
the
through
whip.
the whole thing yet, but I mean, based on presentation, I'd say that would be my favorite character, and then my favorite armor. I would say the one that is the second from the right, because it's giving tentacles mixed with
Mm-hmm.
something more.
Oh Lord. Okay, so it's like they're settled down. This the next day. So our main guy Haru, he's talking to his homeboy. Like they've all grown up together, and he's like, "Hey, I need you to help me. I need to win this fight because I want the dude to live with me because like that's their agreement with that part of it. It's like whoever loses has to go live on that island with that person, and he's in love with him. So he's just like, I have to win. So he's forced to come live with me, and we can be together and stuff. So you have to show me the technique. And he's like, what the fuck? He's like, no. And then he's like, no, please show me. I think the next page is his too. Like he's talking to him. Yeah. But he's like, do you realize that's like marriage? Like if you win, you guys are basically married. And he's like, yeah, I know. Like I'm in love with him and I want him. And this is the way I know for sure that we could be together. So yeah. So he's like, well, all right. And he's like, well, you wouldn't even been able to go to the mainland if it wasn't for me. Like he's like gassing his ass about it. He's like, fine, I'll teach you, right? And then he's like, all right, get ready. And they go, so you have to read it for yourself to see what happens.
Okay, and so now they're explaining the tournament. Right?
I love the little dance. Look at the little dance right there where they're all of the asses are out. It reminded me of Coming to America. They're
To the audience goes the right to declare any of the chosen unfit. So does the audience, is it like gladiator style? Like
Yeah, like there's like a pit, and
Okay,
then
so the
they.
audience is, or like the judges, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, cool.
So when they get in there, yeah. So these two. So this is the one that they're in love with each other, right? So these are the two favorite. This is so the boy, the light skinned guy. I mean, the light hair guy. Those are the two. He has the brothers that Keisha was talking about, and his brothers like, yeah, you got to win. Like they're like fucking egging him on to. They're like setting him up. They're like, yeah, you got to win and do all this, and make sure that you do this and this so you can win. And they both have the same idea, but they didn't talk about it. So that's the funny part about it, is that you guys could see that they have feelings for each other, and they were training together, and then they end up falling for each other. So they're the actual first fights. So
Okay. We may be friends, but I won't go easy on you. No hard feelings.
look at the blush, you're like, oh my god. And then okay, so the premise of it is they fight, quote unquote, they fight, but whoever comes first loses. So that's so they do all this stuff to try to get each other to
Gotcha.
butts first. So that's how they fight each other.
Huh.
Whoever created their costumes, specifically these thigh highs, the fact that they are loose and still up there,
Right.
I can never get my thigh highs. Do
That part.
They have
jealous.
boots that are made like that I've seen people wear that, but that's what they remind me of. You know which ones? Have you ever seen those?
Mm-hmm. The thigh
Yeah.
high boots.
I've always wondered how they stay up too without falling.
They need
Right.
that cosplay glue.
Yeah.
Mm.
The armor of yours is way too The armor of yours is way too dangerous. Yeah. Not him having all
Oh,
these.
there's their brothers. I'm sorry, I cut off the brother's face, but you can see his chest and like his half of his mask. But yeah, and then they were like, egging him on and stuff, and they're telling him to use a special move, and I think it's on the next one.
So my guy right here, the light hair one, he has too many openings. Like he should have had some sort of like chest plate covering, right, to protect himself.
Right. Right.
Yeah, they definitely went in and did not cover the nipples.
Yeah. So,
even though that's always what they wait for, like that was like their weakness. I'm like, okay. And then that's his special move. Like he's like, do it. His brothers are like, do it now. And it totally threw them off because he kissed them. And the funny part is that he freaks out just like he thought he was. And he's all like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you kissing me? He was like, that was my first kiss. And he was like, you probably kissed a whole bunch of people. And he's all like, no, that was my first kiss too. And they're like freaking out that they both kissed each other for the first time. It was so cute. And then they end up making out with each other, and then they end up going all the way right in front of her.
Oh my gosh. So did they lose together?
They did. But they called him the winner, the Sun Clan, the one that's on top. They said that he won. No. Yeah. No, the one at the bottom. Yeah. So then while afterwards he leaves the tournament and he's trying to get some air, and all of a sudden this beast just comes out of nowhere and tries to hurt the baby.
What kind of beast are those? Like,
I don't know, girl. I was like, what?
Komodo dragon. It's probably a Komodo dragon.
Komodo dragon.
And he chases him. I know, and he chases him up the tree. I think that's in the next one. He chases him up the tree, and then his boo comes and saves him.
Girl,
and then that's when they
got him.
And they realize, they tell each other, like, he's just like, we're basically married now. And what island do you want to live on? And I'm into you. And that's why he's like, oh my God, he's like, he's in love with me too. And I love him too. And then they end up kissing. Oh, so cute.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So sweet. They're just ridiculously cute. So then we have these two motherfuckers.
The Moon Clan.
Oh Lord.
Lives on the only island with mountains tall enough to be snow-capped all year long. Aw.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful. blessed with
Beautiful.
ageless beauty. They were believed to be the clan of immortals.
And then he has the Earth dude. He has beef because he was at the tournament last year. He lost to one of the kings, and he's like hella bitter about it. So he came back and he's just like, "Fuck this! I'm taking it all. I'm not letting nothing stop me this time. You know, you guys ain't got nothing." And then this one, the really pretty one, the moon one, is like, "Hey, boy, hey." Like,
Hey.
he's all like, me likey. So now it switches back over. There's a little side note. So this dude right here, his name is what? Matthew or something like that. And that's
From one of those
actually
charity
Haru's.
places.
Huh? What did you say, Beth?
Says, who are you, mister? Are you from one of those charity places? What?
Thanks, Christina. Yes, please. And please go check out Jen's page too. So Matthew is actually from the mainland, and this is who Haru was staying with and practicing with. So, and he came all the way to the islands for his boy, and he's just like, "No, look." And he didn't believe him at first. He was like, "Who does that? Like, this is stupid." He was like, "I'm coming back to get you," and no. And this was like a flashback of them talking when they first met each other, and they decided that he was like, "I can't get involved with you like that. I can't fall in love with you because I do have this at home and that I'm training for, but me and you could be, just one on one and practicing together." And but they fall for each other because
Ex-
for the last 4 years.
More to be seen in
Explain to me
volume
how
2.
it's like how.
Yeah, because he felt like it was cheating, like that if you fell in love and then you go and you do all this stuff. So he was just like, but I do need somebody to practice with, so we could do that and be like friends with benefits, but nothing else. Like, I can't. That's not right to you to fall in love and I go and I do all this stuff. When I want to become the king and I want to do all this stuff, it's not fair to you and your life. He goes, but the attraction's there, and if you're willing, then I'm willing too. So they end up
I thought,
being together.
okay, I was confused because I
Okay.
I was reading it like he was saying like cheating on like his turn like the island and like what they do, not cheating
And
on.
probably that too. Probably like he's more
Most,
dedicated to them.
yeah, most of their relationship gets explained in book 2.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
there's a lot of plot in there, Nika, but
And he goes like, whatever. So it's just like it goes back to these two getting into it. They're fighting each other, and
So are they
not
like
she. I'm
friends
sorry,
to
he is
lovers?
loving it. Huh?
The moon and earth, are they like friends to lovers?
Yes, in the
enemies,
second book
yeah.
there,
Mm-hmm.
and Mr. Roro. I mean, what is his name? Roro. He
Yeah.
wins. So, and you guys gotta read it yourself because a lot of it I couldn't show, but you get to see how he won.
Okay, hold on. Let's
Yes.
quickly discuss how this book is censored, but not really. It's just the
That
smallest
part, I hate that. You
the
know how they
smallest
like if
little
you
part.
read
All the
manga,
French people.
the little strip. I'm like the little strip to this fucking right in the middle, like this. I'm like,
And the thing
knock
is,
it off.
with it being a black, like in black and white, and like they are fairer skinned, it kind of like blends in sometimes.
So it's censored but not censored.
Yeah.
Right.
Look, nothing is censoring whatever's between that man's legs.
That part. Jesus Lord. Yeah. I was like, oh yeah. So
Also,
now the dragon, huh? What were you
also
gonna say, Nika?
has nobody thought like how prevalent STDs are on this island?
That's what
No, because they're innocent. They weren't thinking
They're
about
innocent.
Trudy until he
they
screwed
didn't.
up.
They're
They
No, they
didn't.
didn't
They
know
don't have
anything
to
about that.
passing things. They're innocent, but they're still passing things between them.
Right. But no, they don't. They don't mention that. I guess I don't.
The armor's
It's just
for.
that
No, we
part.
need to look at Hardo. He corrupted everyone. into looking at
Right.
the
He came in
bees.
here.
Yeah.
He
Right.
said,
They did.
them.
Yeah.
Heart'll probably bring in a little something, something back to the island too.
Oh my goodness.
Shut
I didn't
up.
say that.
Who knows what Matthew had? Actually, no, Matthew didn't have anything.
Yeah, he was like, what? Like, I don't
Based
even know
on
if he had been with a.
based on
Yeah, like
what
this.
limited I did read from volume 2, I know that Matthew ain't like that.
Yeah. So okay, so now we have the what is it? The healer and the dragon clan fighting each other, and they have history. So the dragon dude lost his eye, but the healer is who saved his life. This one is the healer that saved his life. So they have history between each other, and it's crazy that while they were in the middle of the fight, the healer can actually like call on another spirit, like, and it took over its body, and he was able to become like a whole other entity and to fight the dragon dude. So that's him turning into the into the other entity, and that's how
Oh,
he wins because he
fantastic
uses its myth.
editing, Sheena.
Nice censor.
Huh?
Right?
Nice censoring.
Yeah, I
Fantastic
tried. I was
editing.
like,
It almost blended
shut up.
in. Didn't even say
Right?
that at
That
first.
part. So yeah. So they end up fighting each other. And then Matthew finally gets there and he's just like, this ain't going down. He's calling it training. This ain't real. Like,
Dude, I love that disconnect between the two because from where Matthew's from, which would be like where we're from,
mm-hmm.
like all the things that they did, like we would probably react how Matthew does, but
Yeah.
from from where the other guy's from, it's like just another day. Like they don't think anything
Yeah.
about it. Like it's just
Nothing.
yeah. There's no nothing else added to that. There's
Yeah.
uh
So he finally gets there and he hasn't really seen anything, because everybody's in the arena. So he hasn't really seen anybody walking around besides. And then he finally gets into the dome and he's like, holy shit, like this is real. Okay. And then he actually sees this happen, like this part of it happening when he walks into the arena, he's like, oh my God, like this is this is really happening. And then he's like,
You
and
missed
then
the
what? I missed what?
You missed the censor.
Oh.
Just turn the page. Turn the page. And then no, I did not.
Oh.
Did I? Oh my God. Turn the page.
Oh, I didn't see.
Not Keisha's laugh. So cute. So he basically confesses his feelings for him in front of everybody. And for Matthew, he's like, you know what? This isn't gonna affect me because you don't turn me on like Matthew does, and I'm in love with him. Like, so this is gonna be easy. So he ends up winning that match. So
That was
and then
so
Matthew's like, ah. So now these two have to fight each other to see who's gonna be Mr. King Dingling. So and they're in the middle of the match and he's just like, is this what I really want? And Matthew's just sitting there watching it. He's like turned on, but he's like, this is a hot ass mess. Why do I like this? But this is crazy, like, and Haru's coming to a conclusion saying he doesn't want to do this. Like this is not what he wants. He just wants to be with Matthew. So it is revealed why Roro's there. And he's like calling out the king. He's all like, now you get your ass down here. Let me have a real opponent. And they got beef because he wanted the other dude. He wanted to be up there and he has feelings for the other guy, his king. So he brought his ass down. He said, what's happening? So they get into it. The king and Roro get into it. And the king wins. And he calls the healer his advisor. So the one that can turn into a whole nother spirit, that's the one that he calls out. Yeah. So it's over. So then these two end up connecting and saying, they like, they have feelings for each other and stuff like that. So I thought that was really cute. They're so cute. Oh,
Yeah, they have a
girl,
really
it's the hands for me and a lot of these BL. Oh my god, the hands and they be killing me with the hands.
It's not the full on penetration.
No, nope, it'd be those hands, girl. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's your boys right there.
That's my
You should look.
guy.
And these two are like so in love. So this is like the night of like everything happening. Look how cute they are. They're just two into each other. And then, the kings go back, and then the brothers are like, what the hell?
Oh, you know what? That panel with the brother makes so much more sense now after you read book 2.
With
It's-
the
She's trying hard to get people to read that volume.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
so good. It's so good because it tells you like what happens afterwards. So he's still trying. Like he's like, fuck it, you still king in my eyes, and he's like, dude, just leave me alone, like
World. I love it.
right. And then so he ends up going to him and like trying to get closure. Like it's like, what do you see in him? Like, and why wasn't I good enough? And he was just like, he is not no older than us. Like he's talking shit about it. He's like, dude, relax. He was like, I was looking for somebody and he was it. And that's all it was. And then he's like, Roro's like, okay, I gotta put these feelings on the back burner. I gotta get over it because obviously there's no chance of me being king for another 4 years. There's no chance of us being together. Okay, so
Not this turning into a slice of life.
yeah, girl,
It does.
The unrequited.
it is
What?
between all the craziness. It really is. It's funny. It's like almost wholesome. And look who is waiting for him when he gets back. I am dead, not giving up. He's like, oh hey, you're here. He's like, dude, get out. He's like, and then this one. So the healer goes to his king, and he's just like, he wants
My
to
God.
be with the dragon one so bad. He's like, that's all he could see. He's all like, do you think that if I do this, And king's like, yeah, it does work like that. But this just goes to show like how innocent they were, like how they did not know anything like that. I was dead.
I don't even think that.
But that last page above this panel that Sheena cut out, that was somebody's pushing back on somebody.
Right? He's all like, yeah, he's all like, get out.
Like, oh, it is possible to put one's manhood inside there.
Sweet Jesus.
So yeah, and that is the end of book 1. So what did you guys overall think?
It was a beautiful story.
Yeah.
It is.
Beautiful.
It is.
Lots of good images.
Yes, there's a lot of good images that we weren't able to show. Okay. I
It
did
was
slide one in there on accident.
The art was dynamic and expressive.
I love
It
that.
was.
I love that. I love that.
It was just a good time, it wasn't like, because sometimes BL can get very aggressive in some of them, but it wasn't. It was really fun. You got to giggle. There was some love in there. That's what the second one is too. It's like within the 4 years what they're doing, and the relationships that they build and like things like that happen. So the second one's even cuter because they're training, but some of them are, and some of them aren't. So you just get to catch up with the boys and the next one. So I love it.
Like,
So
Immersive
I
with
thought that they were. Oh, sorry.
Go,
Oh, go ahead.
Keisha.
Oh,
I was just gonna say that I feel like the humor kind of balances the shock value of seeing all that eggplant.
Right.
yeah. I thought that
What?
they were going to fight with, like bing, bing.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. That's what the book was about. That they were, like duking it out with the
Right.
With
tentacle
no armor. With
Yeah.
no armor.
Right.
And then, like,
Yeah,
you know, whichever armor broke first, or
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I'm done.
I didn't take the title seriously until a
Girl, I
couple
did.
seasons in.
I did because of
I
the
did not.
picture.
I
Because of
did
the
not think it
picture.
was going to do that. See, I wasn't paying attention to the cover because, like, Kindle,
Oh.
you can just like you can swipe real fast and not
Mm.
look at it, and that's what I did. My mistake.
Yeah, but the thing about reading digitally, you can zoom in on different things.
Yes.
I'm
So that helps.
dead.
You can zoom in on their facial expressions.
Exactly.
That's what you zoomed in on, their facial expression.
Sure.
Yeah.
Greg
And
should
those
Greg should have been on this panel too. Greg, tell us how you felt. Where is it?
yeah, he has not read it. I just keep pushing it on him, but he doesn't read it.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, I love it and I always will. And I'll push it on everybody. It's just fun. It's just a fun little read. And I think this was like one of my first BL books that I read. So I came in like
Like a wrecking
balls
ball.
to the walls. Yeah. Balls to the walls. Like, I was like, damn, are they all like this? Okay. But no. But yeah.
Will
But
we be
Sheena, have you
getting
read these other ones?
What was the question?
Oh, she froze.
Yeah.
Sorry. Anika? Look at her.
So,
Look at her
is
little
there
face.
recommend or a?
Oh, wait.
I know Sheena's like 10-10 recommend.
Yeah, it's
What
10/10
Yeah.
out of 10.
this one you would recommend?
Absolutely. And I want people to read volume 2.
Volume 2. I know you volume 2 hard.
What were you going to say, Anika?
Oh, I was just asking if Sheena's read like the other books at the end of the book that they recommend.
Oh, so what's in the back of the book? I can't remember. Let me see.
Birds of Shangri-La.
Yes, girl, that book is so good. Oh, want to talk about some beautiful men and their hand? Oh my God, that book is so good. Oh, so good.
Coyote.
Okay, yes,
Coyote.
Same person wrote both books.
Oh.
Liquor and Cigarettes.
Same person. Yep, I have that one. I can see it from here. It's a pink spine on it. Yeah.
So wait, you read Liquor and Cigarettes? I can't remember.
It's two guys on the front, right? One of them has a bottle like towards his mouth.
Something like that.
Yeah.
10 count.
Yeah. 10 count. No, I haven't read that one. That's like a psychological one, I think, if I remember right. Like he has like a phobia, and he goes to a psychiatrist or something, and they exploit his, not exploit it, but
Apparently, Mensch has OCD. There's 6 volumes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I haven't gotten into that one.
Punch Up.
Punch Up? No.
Is that a parody of One Punch Man?
I was thinking the same thing.
Oh, I don't know.
Nah, something about they work on a construction site.
And I think they missed the opportunity.
They definitely did. They definitely did. It could have been like.
There's one that's called there's a. Yeah.
I'm sorry, that laugh.
No, have you ever heard me laugh? Oh my God, no! I love your laugh. It's so funny. It makes me laugh. Good one, Anika. You're so wild. I can't remember the fucking question. Oh no, that's what it was. So there's that one book. One of Mars's favorite books is Battle Royale, and they have one that's called Booty Royale. So they did.
What about Yarichin Bitch Club?
Yes, girl, that book is wild. It's hard to find the second one. Man, that one is. So this kid comes to this all boys school, and it's like up in the mountains, very secluded. And he ends up, they all have to be in a club. All the boys have to be in a club. They have to sign up for something. So he goes and signs up for the photography club. But the photography club isn't a photography club. It's like a bodega. Like they doing other shit in the back. And basically, it's a sex club. And they have to the rule is that you have to see how many men in the school you can get with, and whoever has the most at the end of the month wins. And you basically have to live out one of his fantasies. But if you don't, that was the only thing that I didn't like about that book. It's like the consequence that they said that would happen if you did not participate. And the boy in the that just came to the school, he's a virgin. He's like, he doesn't even like boys. He's just like, what the fuck? He's like, I came here to take pictures. And they were like, nope, you can't leave. You know our secret. You got to stay and you got to participate. And he's like, fuck that. And then there's another dude that comes to the school too, and he's new and he's kind of more open to it. He's like, oh, okay, that's cool. And he was like, but he befriends the one boy to try to keep him from having to do all this stuff. So, and then they end up kind of like liking each other, like a progression of them like falling for each other. So it is a wild, girl, like fucking wild. So
Interesting.
So it's like Fight Club, but
yes, like
they
Fight
all
Club, but you don't talk
they
about
all
Fight Club, but yeah, everybody's participating, right? And then you have these different levels. Like you have the one, he seems like he's fucking out there, like he's not even there. He's like the fucking champ. He's out here
just taking it.
daily, taking it. And people standing in line waiting for him. Like it's crazy. Like, and I'm just like, good for him. But, I'm just like, what the hell? And this poor boy, he just comes here. He's just like totally shocked by everything. Like, and then you really get to see what's going on, behind like these teachers' backs and stuff like that. So yeah, that read is wild. So, and I think somebody made an anime of it online, and you can watch it. So I don't
I'm
know if
sorry.
it's like
What's it
a
called again? I need to
yeah.
for research purposes.
Yeah, right.
What's
You need to be educated in all this.
Yeah.
Yari Chin Bitch Club?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
The same the same person that wrote Happy at the End wrote that book, wrote that
Okay.
series.
Cool.
So I have a serious question.
Mm-hmm.
So if DFI were to be
Mm-hmm.
animated, would it be anime or hentai?
Mm.
Oh,
I
I would think it would be an anime. I don't know. No, it would be hentai. They could be
Yes, I
showing
would
all
think.
that.
Yeah.
Girl, they just had a fit about them showing
Dandadan?
that one. No, not Dantadan. They just had a fucking fit about showing that one BL that they just made into an anime. Oh, Twilight on the Focus, and it was these boys in college, and they were in the drama club together, and they end up falling in love, and the whole fucking internet just like. I mean, there's people that loved it because it was beautiful, like the way they did it, but it was just like, people were just coming out of left field. How can they put this on here? How can they put this on fucking Crunchyroll and all this shit? Like, what you call it, Crunchyroll literally had to turn off their comment section and everything, like disable it because so many people were like so negative with it because they
I
just,
always want to complain about.
yeah.
Remember,
And I was just like, show this shit.
remember a few
They
years
didn't.
back when there was that Batman comic and they showed his piece,
Yeah.
and then they had to reprint it without it. I'm like, really? You can't just let people be happy?
Right.
It was
I've
in
seen
the
that one too. I
shadows.
was like,
It was in the shadows. It wasn't like this.
but right. So yeah, you just have those people, they can fuck off. But it's beautiful. But I don't know. Either way, I'd be right there front row to watch it, wherever it was. You know how sometimes they'd be putting animes out in theaters first?
They would definitely not put that one. Definitely not that one.
Mhm.
You'd have to go on Twitter to get it.
That part. Oh my god. And he gets sending me shit on Twitter.
And that's exactly how I get put in IG jail.
And I jail. I'm like, Anika, stop.
First of all, what happened to privacy settings? If I'm sending it to you in our DM, why are you
That part.
locking me up? I'm not posting it.
That
on
part.
this public
Only
page.
private to public people, Anika. they see
I'll
all the
never forget
bills.
about that. Right. I'll never
All
forget
the
about that.
bills.
Right. I'll never forget that live that she did. It got fucking wild, dude. And then we had to switch over because they kicked her off. Remember? Because you had to go to YouTube to finish it up.
Yeah, and I don't know why.
Well, it used to kick me off because I used to cuss a lot on our show, so
I
that's why
don't
we
know
had to
why.
move over here. But yeah, so
I was just trying to share with you some Big Sean. How big is you?
I know, Ben, I know, and I appreciate you. But yeah, so what do you guys give it? Angel, what do you give it?
I haven't. I have to read it before I can give you my in its entirety.
To be continued. Oh my god, I cannot believe that. All right, yeah. So just like I said, bring it all back between all the craziness and stuff. We are here to acknowledge Jennifer. She means a lot to me. She means a lot to a lot of people in this community. I am so glad that she was born. I am so glad that she is here with us. But cancer is trying to take something so beautiful from us, and I just want you guys to be aware that there is a GoFundMe. It is up. It's still going. We hit one goal, and now I know we can do it again. So if you have to take 5, 10, 15, $20 out of your mama's purse and you give it to Jen, even the $5 helps. If you don't think that it does, it really does. And you can go on there. If you don't believe me, if you never even known Jennifer and you're kind of hesitant, you can go over there. You can see my name. You can see people from the community. It's legit. So I know there's people out there that really do stupid shit like that, but this is legit, sadly. So she needs all the help she can get. And $5 can buy her something that makes her feel happy, like as she's struggling every day. So I guess. And we want her here. We want her to have many more birthdays. We want her reading more books like Big Fight Island. Yeah, we just need her here. So we need everybody's help. And even if you don't donate, just spread the word. Just let people know, hey, we need more people like Jen, And that's what I was telling um, Keisha and Bree when we were backstage. I was like telling them about this show. And I was just like, I know you probably don't know her. I said, but um, Jen and Mars, they've done amazing things with when they were going live all the time or even in the community. Um, I don't want to say the little people, but people that don't always have a voice, and they could have used their platform for anything, but they always made sure that they were rooting for people that were always like pushed to the side and everything like that. So we need more people like that moving around in this world and moving through this garden. So I am here. I'm here to try not to cry, but I'll beg you, cry, do what I need to do for you guys to understand the importance of this and how much he means to us. So yeah. So yeah.
You're so
But
beautiful. We need more people like you
Yeah.
too, Sheena.
Yes.
yeah, no, we need and I'm telling you, I wouldn't have I remember the first time that I found Jennifer and Mars, I was just like fucking in awe. Like I was just like, holy shit, these women are like unapologetically themselves. They don't give a fuck. Like they they just love big. They believe in what the fuck they believe in, and it just moved me every single time. And I sat in the back for a long time, and then I finally said hi, and they were always so sweet. And now I'm a wrench on their channel, and I just truly believe in them. They're not perfect. They're fucking people, but there needs to be more people like this moving in this earth. I promise you. And it's it's hard. It's hard for us women, and it's people like Jen and Mars, and that's the reason why I even had the fucking courage to think that I can do something like this. So I'll always be grateful to them. Always. So I love you. I love you very much, Mars. I love you very much, Jen. So yeah.
Oh.
So and it's like important for women to believe that they belong in here, queer people to believe that they fucking belong here. So they do. So yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys have anything to say? Inja?
That part.
I just want to thank everybody always for coming out and for showing up
Mm-hmm.
and being here. Even if this book wasn't your cup of tea, thank you for following along with us. And if it was your cup of tea, you can always send more recommendations at the end of this video in the comments.
Yes, we'd love to hear it.
Anika and Keisha for showing up and being here. Always love seeing your all's faces.
Yes, I always love it.
Yes,
I love it.
miss
To be here.
which I hope that we can do more of too, like having more live shows together because I miss
Yes, I love it.
the times that we did that more often. So
Yeah, I miss those two.
Look at that. I feel like
Instagram
Anika's gonna say.
What? You feel like
Huh?
what?
I'm waiting to see what you say.
I'm nothing. I'm calm, cool, and collected.
I hate her. I just want to choke her.
I'm calm, cool, and
She was
collected.
gonna say that she loves us too, and she loves hanging out with us, and she's the co-creator, so and the producer, so she'll be around.
Whatever she says. Whatever she says.
well, thank you everybody for showing up. If you
Yes.
didn't catch it live, I hope that you check out the rewind. Please don't forget, which I need to see if I can find it really quick. Okay, so this is Jen's page.
Mm-hmm.
And
On
then,
Instagram.
and then here's the GoFundMe.
Yes, and I'll put it in the description. I think I have it in the description. If not, I will make sure that it's there and everything, so you guys can easily find it. If you're not on Instagram, just go to GoFundMe. It's called Keep Jen Reading, and yeah, a little
and
goes a long way. I promise you. What were you saying, Angela?
said I was telling her happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday, baby.
Happy birthday.
Yes.
HBD.
Well, I guess we
Take some
are.
candles.
So thank you. If I can find what I need to find, I don't know which one to choose.
It's okay, babe.
Do, 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 do. Do it.